Greetings, salutations, good day and highs, guys and gals, and welcome back to the 2025 season of the vTuber Ground Touring Championship. Tonight we have rounds 3 and 4 taking place at the Mandalika International Street Circuit in Indonesia. And we'll also be racing at Autódromo Oscar E. Juan Gálvez in Buenos Aires, Argentina. That's coming away for tonight. As we have a look at the points standings, all in just this single table. Aqua Azuri of Lottie GP with a big lead, 91 points. Second place is the World Cup car of Valentino Ringo, 60 points. Third is the local Italian, 56 for Chuck. And don't worry, I removed the flag, I guess, on the car. Yukiana Lamy, the Become car, 51, and Raula Pantera of the Chow team, 37. As we go ahead and unmute Discord and say hello to my commentator. Hello again, Adak.
Good evening to all of you. Well, we got a few races coming up. First of all, I have just finished making my meals in preparation for the stream, so there should be no issues of doing this commentary on an empty stomach. But anyways, we do have some races coming up for the VGTC second season. Of course, we got two tracks coming right up. Of course, we got Mandalika in Indonesia and Buenos Aires in Argentina, the Oscar Juan Gálvez circuit. So we hope that these drivers have tons more preparation than what we had like in the first two rounds. So we really can't wait to see how this next two races go, especially now that we're in Indonesia.
Yeah, we're in the Mandalika circuit. Really fun circuit. They say it's it's supposed to be a street course, but it looks more like a permanent road course. They just haven't applied the features that will allow for public use, making roads out of some of the layout for public use. As we begin qualifying already.
Now, I just wanted to give everyone a bit of a background information just to complement what Dag has mentioned. Mandalika, if you do want to know, it feels like Yeongnam in a lot of respects in Korea, where you got a lot of fast sweeping corners, especially in the first and second sectors. And then you also have the third sector, especially coming into the final three corners, turns 15, 16, and 17. You got a corner coming up before a very tight one, a tight hairpin on the right. So you have to turn and brake at the same time, and that will provide a challenge of mechanical grip and potentially the brakes locking up for these drivers in these GT cars. And also, a bonus fact, I think we might have a... oh, never mind, because I am just looking at the design of the circuit, and the designer is not from actually Herman Tilke, despite looking like Herman Tilke's circuit. So let's move back to the cars further back, especially the Ella car, into the final corner. Let's start taking a look at how the lap looks like. So exiting turn 17, doing a pretty decent job though. Again, you need to get a good exit from the final corner to give yourself a good run off of turn 1. The front straight is literally the longest continuous straight in the circuit before you brake into turn 1, downshift into second gear to get that rotation in, and then heavier braking into turns 3 and 4. Treat turns 3 and 4 as like a single corner. For that, you have to deal with turn 2, downshift to first gear if you need to for extra grip, and then a good exit from turn 4 can set you up very well into turn 10, turns 5, 6, and then turn 7 should be flat out still, but coming into turn 7 there is a bit of a braking there, so not enough confidence in the turning ability and grip. And into turns 9, turns 10, heavy braking down into first gear, and then full speed ahead into turn 11. You might think of maybe lifting off, but I think a braking is needed in this corner. Same goes for turn 12. First representative lap times 1:35.923, and
Mm-hmm.
then you might need to also think about lifting off or braking to turn 13, and then a bit flat out between turn 14 and maybe 15. This is what I mentioned about turn 15. You gotta turn and then brake at the same time. So you have to be either cautious and not lose control but lose a lot of time, or get a bit riskier, brake later but risk spinning out your car. And then exit turn 16, the short burst into turn 17, downshift into second gear as the Ella car now goes side by side with the local Italian. As at the Ella car now goes up into 8th place, 147.719. This is going to be pretty interesting as far as lap time distributions are concerned.
Yeah. 4.301 kilometer, 2.673 miles, 17 turn circuit in central Lombok Regency, West Nusa Tenggara in Indonesia. So it's fitting that we would have a track preview with one of the Indonesian drivers in Kayla Kowalska of Hollow ID, and then we have Niji ID representative Valentino Ringo doing very well in third, but currently up on top is teammate with a 135.614 for Awat Dubi. Well, it looks like it's just Amelia Watson being represented. As we see
Drew,
drivers coming in.
currently the pole sitter, being represented by her fans, somewhat displaced though since October 2024, since Watson Amelia did announce her suspension of streaming activities. And no, it's not that she's suspended. She is basically just not streaming. She's still technically part of Hall Life to this very day. It's just that she's not going to do a lot of streaming at this point, but she is doing very well though. Looking at the ID drivers, Ella down in 18th place. Oh yeah, you forgot Zia Cavira, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, there's a third one. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Valentino Ringo's World Cup. This is the proper Niji ID rep. In 21st, not so hot. Rara, trying to set a time somehow.
We're currently being blocked by the Ella machine.
302, not quite cutting it, but there's still like 3 minutes, 18 seconds left to try to set fast times.
Oh, Aquazuri doing a very good job though. I know that she's jumped to P2.
It's currently 1 and 2 for both Ferraris.
So we have a very good Italian 1-2 as far as manufacturers are concerned. Running out the top 5, because we got the teammate who was sitting in pole position at one point in this race. And then we got Coronet up in 4th place in the BMW. Oh no, the Nissan, sorry. Interesting choice of car, given that, remember, Coronet is a Honda EMS ambassador. So we're just gonna worry what we got. Also, Sanders in the top 5. The field are currently separated by 1.5 seconds. I've seen worse distributions of lap times.
Rara slots into 8th. Yeah. Zia still trying to set a proper time if possible. And Auk Isla,
Ella.
going on 21st at the moment in her home country
Well,
race.
sometimes it doesn't happen to you, but you've seen races where drivers literally get themselves go off the track and have some problems and all that stuff. Sometimes there may be issues on there, but your car's reliable. You can keep yourself on the track. You can probably still win by doing nothing. It's just that everything needs to fall under your favor. Also,
When
wanted to
when
also
when
point.
by when by doing nothing is the
Yeah.
driver of the local Italian car named Luigi.
Oh no, Luigi. Reminds me of that one green plumber. How's his brother though? All right, but anyways,
1 minute
Zia
left.
Cavira has now jumped up into 17th place. Kyla Koval still in dead last with Mo Shazred, so they
Ooh.
will occupy the back rows for now. And oh my, right. Also, just wanted to check Leocon. Yeah, also the championship leader, Aqua Zuri, also doing pretty okay right now. Now takes back the front row spot over the Italian.
Mekalulu, seeing if her time improves. Nope. Leocon, still a bit of a ways until start finish, as time will soon expire. I think local Italian is good to go. Really content with his placing here. And so is Aqua Zuri and teammate.
All right.
As
So
for Cornet, not quite fast enough. Not quite fast enough.
it's down into 135.766 has to be heavily be impacted by BOP. So much balance on that car. As a result of the car literally being a GT500. Now, in some tracks, GT500s can be faster than even the LMP2s. So, that is at least the BOP doing its effect. But imagine that car being on rails and being unleashed in the GT. Then it would be completely dominant, and that kind of defeats the purpose. But man, that would have been a big sight to see. But so the championship leader, Aquazuri, will start in second place. Her nearest rival, Yukana Lamy, currently down in 15th place. Can't wait to see how this championship battle goes.
Position improved for Snake Sanders, moving up to 4th. Still 4 more cars left to finish. Here come the Iris car and Mekalulu.
So Iris will stay in 14th. Mekalulu up in 9th place. That leaves Ella and Min. Min also not having a good day in qualifying. Continues to underperform on that Nissan.
And Kyla's going Dalla at the moment. She's going to start off 22nd, but it's going to be the local Italian up at pole, so I'm going to mark accordingly. Pole for the local Italian, the number 99 car.
So, in that case, let's introduce everyone to the starting lineup. Let's also see the qualifying screen just in case.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And by that I mean, press. I mean the middle button. And by that I mean the middle button of the 3 dots.
Middle button of the 3 dots. Okay, right here.
All right. So first of all, congratulations to the local Italian with also the Aquazuri for setting a decent pole times with 133s between 133s and 134s, both of them inside a Ferrari 288 double X GTO.
Yep.
So the local Italian on pole position over Aquazuri on the front row. Then we move on to the teammate in third with Snake Sanders in fourth in row 2. Nagami Corone in the Nissan Z GT500 will start 5th alongside Valentino Ringo in 6th place in his Dodge Viper GTS. Rob Patero will start second in her Huracan with Hikari Ridia in the HSV 010 in 8th place. Mekalulu 9th for Mekalulu inside the Huracan GT3. with Liker and Liacon in 10th place, L and L if you will.
Yep.
Great Power will start in 11th place with Jirajisaki in 12th for the in the Mitsubishi Lancer. Philip Hallwood and Iris make up row 7. We got a Venturi 600 LM with a Toyota GT86. Then we got Lamy and Pierce Brosnan in 15th and 16th place. And then on 17th is going to be Zia Ekavira in 17th with Doki Bird in 18th. And then we got Ozora the Speed Subaru in 19th place in that Subaru BRZ GT300 with Mo Shazret in 20th place. Mint Phantom in 21st place with Porcaela Kowalskia. And, Mint Phantom starting 21st over Kyla Kowalskia in 22nd place. That's your 22 car grid set.
And we are indeed set to go for 14 laps, round 3 of possible 14 rounds here at Mandalika. Round 3. Everyone grid up, and we are set to go. What will happen here? Let's find out right now.
Oh, it looks like the GTOs do not have a good start. The Dodges are already starting to line up alongside Aqua Azzurri. As we now, also we got to see the team running outside into turn 1 against Azzurri as the GT field makes their way into the first few corners. Heavy braking zone into turn 3 and right now we are seeing the field really making their way forward. And now we got the local Italian.
Local Italian already speeding away from the rest of the field, already 1.7 seconds ahead of the next driver down in teammate. 1.8, 1.92 seconds. Good. Golly gee, really close. The local Italian is going fast. Yeah?
Also, we are seeing Akuzuri trying to fight back, though, against the teammate. Also, great power against Faley Fallwood further at the back. And I think there is a slight contact that has caused the field to separate itself, especially in between Liacon and Rara Pantera. That might have something happen between the two, as we see some slight separation. And also, Mint Phantom has now dropped down to last. Ella has gained 2 positions.
Oh man, Mint struggling with her Honda. Yeah, just having tough luck in the VGTC. But yeah, it is early on here as we have already completed 1 lap there. 1.1479 for the local Italian. Yeah, Nissan. Nissan. Okay.
All right, so Sheldon Reza now trying to get his way into the top 20. Tries to dice his way into that position. Ella, meanwhile, is on the charge right now, trying to still go alongside after trying to make his way into the dive bomb into the final corner. But Sheldon Reza looks to have sealed his spot in 20th place, although he needs to catch the speed still.
Have a look at some of the cars deeper in the field. Oh, contact between Mekalulu and Faley.
And Faley has to catch her car, though, just to keep that car on the track. Fortunately, the car is back pointed in the right direction. So, dive bomb down the inside for Mekalulu against Jirajisaki.
Jirajisaki in her Mitsubishi. Lulu.
And also, we are seeing great power.
Yep.
Trying to go for the switchback move into turns 13, 14, and 15. Also, he's currently using this race in preparation for something bigger. Now I have already told everyone about the insider lore in the first stream, so I won't be telling you again. So anyways, we got Valentina Ring around the outside of the final corner.
Aqua losing a bit of ground.
Yeah, now goes up into 3rd place. Of course, needs to still chase the teammate and the local Italian, who are at most 7 seconds back, especially the local Italian holding away from the teammate.
Seeing if there's anything interesting going on here, Lammy and Iris.
No, we got someone who drinks and someone who is on that Yabairus streak. So, right now, the Wami Sake is winning so far as she now goes down the inside of Pierce Brosnan. Well, tried to, but just couldn't get close enough yet.
Seeing if I could have a closer view of the action. Following along with Snake Sanders in the Dodge.
Remember, I do want to see though that in the cockpit how these drivers are trying to wheel the car around. That's a pretty decent shot though, and you can see here Snake Sanders' Dodge Viper. It's a very classic car. The shifter's still not on the steering wheel, and the digital dash is not one with non-multicolored. So it is a classic 2000s machine. So Sanders is absolutely wheeling that machine to make his way up against Aqua Zuri, who is currently on a mission to extend her championship lead. And also Aqua Zuri's GTO is a much older car. Now I am told that this car is a H pattern, so that is essentially extra amounts of handling work that the driver needs to handle in these retro cars in relation to the newer machines.
Oh my! The view of inside the Lammy car. I just hope that's a graphic in the windshield or windscreen isn't too distracting. It's a narrow field of view here.
Also, we get to see Lamy trying to make the move against the Iris, number 62, but could not get alongside into these fast sweeping corners. But yeah, you just don't. Sometimes you need to see what's inside the car just to see a bit of surprises, and we are seeing a bit of surprises here.
Oh yeah, I should feature what's on the inside of Agent 007's car.
Ooh, this is a very interesting driver model. Look, I mean, we talk about Pierce Brosnan's driving model. Oh yeah, you can rotate F6.
F6?
Just to see more angles of the car. You see a KFC livery. Yeah, this is a very good onboard shot because you see the suit that Pierce Brosnan is wearing inside the car, and also the he's not wearing gloves. Now, in a real motorsport scenario, that would be against FIA rules, so that would not fly in today's society. And also another, you might need to cycle F6 more just to see the.
There he is.
This is just insane. That's Pierce Brosnan in the flesh. As he wheels his car around, as you can see here, the shifter is on the right side, and is on his right side and not on the steering wheel, and it is a sequential. So Pierce is absolutely rocking it inside this race car. As we now need to check what's outside on the outside of the track, though. Sanders is getting very close to Azuri still, but nothing has been coming so far. As we see two Dodges trying to fight two Ferraris. What is this, Le Mans?
Yeah. Reading the chat, the modded driver is really nice. Yes. Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Well, you expect crazy things every day.
Sign-ups
this is just one of them.
Contributing to the creations of these fantastic cars here. What will they think up next?
Oh yeah, Hikari Riria gets overtaken by Rara Pantera. The Tokyo Verde fan is still trying to stay inside top 10. Now under pressure from that Coronet Nissan GT500 machine as Fairley Falwell comes into the pits. Very interesting.
Driver going into pit lane. Yes, I gotta see how it is for everyone. Local Italian still leading the way, currently leading by almost 9 seconds, now over 9 seconds, ahead of the next driver down in the teammate.
And yeah, and also just wanted to point out that due to the very fast corners and technical sections, this is essentially a track that is known to be pretty difficult for overtakes. So you can see here Aquazuri continuing to struggle to pass Valentino Ringo, who is holding on for dear life in third place on that final podium spot to bring home an Indonesian on the podium.
Aqua, trying to be the spoil sport to Ringo's party here, just a smidgen behind Ringo as she attempts to go past that Dodge car. Actually, 2 Dodge cars.
St. Sanders is seeing an opportunity though. Saw a misstep from Aqua in trying to pass Valentino Ringo, leaves herself exposed, and that allowed Sanders to make the pass. That's 2 Dodgers in third and fourth.
Well, a battle between Ray Power and 2 pin cars, Raura and Maria Hikari.
Yeah, Hikari currently charging forward for 7th place. Now, as these 2 battles are going on, I just want to remind you how interesting her content is. Obviously, she is a VTuber and a avid football fan. As when I mentioned Tokyo Verde, I meant the football club from Japan. She, based on the content that I've been taking a look into on Twitter, she goes to Tokyo Verde games for the J1 League. So it's nice to see a football enthusiast in the VTuber community. So it's a fresh face. And speaking of which, Hikari absolutely charging forward to see if she can make the pass on to Great Power and Raura Pantera. As Raura continues to win. Oh yeah, Hikari's been under pressure. She makes a mistake as we see got exposed there by Coronet, as Coronet now goes up into 8th place.
Coronet. Okay.
And Coronet using that Nissan Z GT500 is a very powerful car, but has been beset with a huge amount of ballast. Like, imagine 350 kilograms of lead in that car. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to balance out the performance as much as possible, but doesn't seem to be doing much when it comes to the Ferrari and the Mint cars, but we're just gonna see what will happen in later tracks, though not much is happening right now. But here, yeah, as we see Lammy make a move on Iris.
Ooh. Also, don't mind me. I am chewing on my spicy ramen. As this guy's very spicy. Lamy though going down inside. Contact between the Lamy and
that
Iris
was
cars.
Dangerous, and that is the end of Lammy's race.
Not being able
unless, yeah.
No, she's stationary. She's out.
What a shame. Wait, maybe. Oh.
No, there's no maybes in this one. She's gonna be teleported back to the pits, and that will be Lami's race done and dusted. Coronet now goes into the pits, as this would mean that more positions will be gained for these back markers. Remember, points for the top 20. So, guess who is in 20th place when all this is said and done? Ella.
Lammy trying her best to get back. Oh, she's not yet dead. She's going back in.
Oh, Ella!
No.
Watch out for Ella!
No. Yeah,
That's too much damage on the car.
yeah.
Well, on the bright side, Min is not last.
Yeah, but she's still down there in 21st, and only the top 20 score points. Meanwhile, the lead is, the lead for local Italian. Yeah. Stop, they're already dead.
Right. So, right now we are seeing drivers still making their way on the field. As you can see here, they got the Dodge there already trying to dice into lap cars, and already we got Gozuri dicing with danger on the inside as well. Getting her comeback against Valentino Ringo, as Ringo tries to keep it around the outside, uses the Vipers' cornering ability to great effect, as now he gets to pull away. Oh man, this is just like prototype racing against the GT cars, but it's still between GT cars, so that's also interesting thing to look into, as Grave now tries to find his way against Nick Sanders. And Nick Sanders tries to go around the inside to defend, and Grave hangs around the outside into the fast sweeping corners. Coming into turn 7. Oh, contact between the two, and there might be spitting out, but nothing so far. Still clean racing.
Somehow, Lammy is back in the race. I thought I turned off the thing to
get back in race after teleporting to the pits. But yeah, she's still down in last place though.
So already this race is a bit rigged.
But she is out in last place. Now, if it was any other competition, I would have penalized the Iris. They would have penalized the Iris car. But with this racing series rules apply differently, so we're just gonna keep it on. It's Indonesia Carrera now almost down the inside of almost contact between the Honda HSV. And now the HSV gets under pressure though from Mekalulu, now going down the inside, as you see Mekalulu going around the outside of the final corner, trying to get the car into a good position to make the pass. And also, if I'm not mistaken, Dad, please confirm to me if this is true, but is this based on Suzuhara Lulu, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
long since the graduated member of Nichi Sanji.
Yeah, exactly. We are now coming into under 3 laps to go. The local Italian now in the 3rd sector. Just absolutely delivering the goods though. The teammate though now losing time to the leader, the local Italian, as now we get to see Ringo down the inside into turn 6. Into turn 10. And you can see here, Ringo is absolutely making home advantage count.
Moving up to P2 here. Great move against a teammate.
And it's a very solid move there. And now the teammate goes from bad to worse. Now goes up to 3rd. That makes it a Ferrari GTO 1-3 right now. Dodge 2-4 at the moment.
Watch out!
Oh, we get to see.
Whoa!
Yep, that is essentially the teammate, or rather Valentino Ringo, overcooking turn 16, and that will give Aquazuri 2nd place, and that's a GTO 1-2.
A bit of a brain fart by a teammate, I think.
Yeah, that's team.
Or maybe Ringo.
Valentino Ringo. Yeah, Valentino Ringo was the one that locked up into turn 16. And also now, just to give a bit of an update, Sanders has now had an issue, and that's him in the middle of the track, and the car stopped.
What seems to be the issue? Contact. Yeah, there just had to be an issue late in the race, which will potentially mess up the TB ticker. What was that all about?
a great power.
Just run out of fuel, or just all of a sudden stopped. That's just so weird way to stop.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's just how the way it goes. And right now, as drivers, as if the drivers can still stay outside of the racing line, or you can stay inside the racing line into turn one,
It's just
they should be okay. But if anyone decides to go side by side here, I might think of issues coming up later on. Well, at least Lami's back. So this will give the opportunity for Ella and Mint Phantom to get into the points of Ella further up into the points, and Mint going into last, get points by doing nothing after starting at the back.
well, at least Subaru is not jobbing per se. As Molchaz Redza goes past Snake Sanders and just seeing how these two fare. As they're still pretty much far behind that stranded car of Snake.
Oh yeah. Right now we are seeing Mint making her way into turn one to seal that 20th place right now, as she is about to get cleared by Corin, and she tries to get herself into a defensive position, but that will not do her anything right now. The local Italian, though, has been in a race of domination, led all laps since the start of this race. At Aqua Azzurri, had to dice with. Oh, that's great power, and the teammate going side by side to turn 10. Great power does a great move around the outside to make his move done, and that is a great maneuver from Grave to get himself into 4th place against a teammate. We are in the final lap now with the local Italian, and Snake Sanders rejoins in 22nd. That will also mean Mint is in the points.
For now, just to see how it is.
We get to see a bit of a slidey there.
Whoa.
See a bit of a slidey moment for the car in front. As the local Italian has done an amazing job of maintaining the lead since the start of this race. Had his teammate Aqua Azzurri do the dirty work for him with her dispersing the traffic. And now we are still going to still see how the remaining drivers will go. But again, the local Italian, give him a bit of round of applause for maintaining what he does on the track.
A few turns away from a potentially perfect round here.
Does he have the fastest lap?
Bailey.
Does he have the fastest lap?
Looks like it, a 133.668.
So it will be a Grand Slam.
Yes, very close to a Grand Slam. I don't think anyone will come close to contesting him for the fastest lap. He is gonna take the victory for Chuck here at Mandalika. So GG's here.
Great job for car number 99, but also take a look at Aqua Azzurri, who's going to make her way into the side step of the podium. Again, a very consistent run from Aqua Azzurri with the GTO being the class of the field. Only 50 kilos added into the car. That is an interesting amount of ballast, given the car's superior pace. And for the rest of the field, that will be Valentina Ringo. Oh! Close there. But no cigar for great power. Valentina Ringo does manage to stay on the podium. There will be Indonesian representatives on the podium. And, damn.
Yeah, pending the actual final standings, but I think it's got to be Ringo on the podium. Indonesian representative in the podium here. As we're waiting for the last few drivers to finish. Yeah.
7th.
Yeah, it looks like Lammy has overtaken Mint, unless I'm mistaken. Just want to make sure.
I need to double check right now. Gonna need to double check.
Yeah.
Because right now
SimHub is showing Mint ahead of Lammy, although it doesn't seem like it's on this TV ticker.
Oh, that's not fast. You can allow me now into 19th.
Well, that is a bit awkward. But yeah, there's your winner here. The local Italian. As we shall play some background music and look at the points. And go ahead and let everyone know the final results of this race are Adak.
Alright, so the local Italian, congratulations for him for his Grand Slam here in Mandalika, with Aquazuri making it a Ferrari 288 double X GTO. 1-2 for the Scuderia, not exactly the Scuderia, but for the Prancing Horse. Valentin Ringo finishes 3rd with Great Power 4th and teammate in 5th in the Aston Martin 177. Great drives the Camaro. And Robert Terra and Megalulu making it 6th and 7th. Hikari Riria in 8th with Jira Jisaki in 9th place. And in the coming corner, we're inside the top 10. 11th place will be LNL in the Lexus LFA, having a pretty quiet race at the all things considered. Pierce Brosnan 12th with Iris 13th. Zia Akavira has gained a decent amount of positions in 14th place. Bailey Fall with 15th place. And we got Doki Bird also having a quiet race in 16th. The Speed in 17th place on that Subaru BRZ. Mo Shazret in 18th place in the NSX GT3. Just having a quiet race himself. And what a last flat dice though from Yukihana Lamy, beating both Ella and Min Phantom for 20th, 19th place, or rather 19th and 20th place respectively. So Ella is in 19th, Ella is in 20th, Lamy in 18th, and Min Phantom will be sad though that she is gonna miss out on points barely. And also last place is of course Sanders, who spun out with issues. So with the local Italian getting getting the fastest lap of this race, you can at least guarantee that the local Italian has had his Grand Slam confirmed for this race.
Alright then, so it is gonna be 52 points for the local Italian, and then the Speed Subaru finishing 17th, so that's 4 points, and Hikari with her 8th place finish, that is 16 points, and a duck for Snake Sanders and a duck for Mint Phantom. So let's see, full and fastest lap for local Italian, and the points as they currently stand. Aqua Azuri 131 still leading the way, first, second, and second so far. Not too far behind, 23 points behind is the local Italian 108, and third is Valentino Ringo 95, fourth Rally Pantera. Power gap 58 points, and a tie in points between Lammy and Mecha Lulu, but by tiebreaker with her win, Lammy has the 5 spot with Lulu in the 6th spot. And gasp shock, who is at the bottom of the standings? Yeah, it's the poor number 44 car of Nissan and Mint.
Right. Okay, I guess you could say that that's pretty suboptimal for the drivers at the back. Ella and Min Phantom occupying the back spots on the grid at the last of the few of the last finishers, so it's a bit unfortunate for them, but we do have to soldier on We have racing in the Southern Hemisphere in the Americas coming right up.
Oh yeah.
At the Oscar Juan Gálvez circuit in Buenos Aires, we have that coming up for you in the next few minutes. Do stay tuned for the next round of BTTC. And again, don't go anywhere as we're about to go into a break. Dag.
Yes. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Gonna restart the stream and we'll head over to Buenos Aires for round 4, and I'll do some bit of fixing and content manager and yeah. All right, back in a few. And we're back here in the 2025 vTuber Grand Touring Championship. We're going to soon begin qualifying for round 4 here at Autódromo Oscar y Juan Gálvez in Buenos Aires, Argentina. We're going to be racing on the number 6 circuit layout. That's the 2.548 mile, 4.101 kilometer, 16 turn layout.
Please also do remind. Also, just want to remind us. Hello, welcome back. Also, just do remind us on what type of circuit we're in right now, because I believe this circuit use multiple versions actually.
Yeah, we're using the number 6 layout. If you can check the Wikipedia page for it.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, it's a roughly H-shaped circuit. The number 6, the Numero 6 layout. There's tons and tons of layouts of this track, and one of which looks sort of like an Among Us character, which I found to be a bit too sus. So we're going to be racing on a more standard number 6 layout, the 1972 present layout with 16 turns. So let's go ahead and skip to qualifying here.
All right, so we are just going to give a bit of a look into this track though here in Argentina. Now Argentina is, while it is falling apart, you can still thank football for keeping Argentina relevant in the grand scheme of things, in spite of unfortunate inflation and the mismanagement of the entire country. Now, I'm not going to elaborate on that way too much, but we do have the first cars now out on track. We got the coordinate machine first. Now, we are also going to be seeing a few more cars that we see some fortunes changing for the drivers who have struggled so far this season. Ella and Mint running subpar machinery currently in the VGTC, subject to balance. Also, I do wanted to point out that Hikari Riria and Mo Shazri have gone out at virtually the same time. It's a Honda brigade.
Yeah. Two Hondas against each other, trying to have a good feel of this Buenos Aires track.
And also, I do want to point out though that it is currently the Southern Hemisphere summer closing in at the moment, so October feels like a South American October feels like a North American April. So make that what you will with track temps.
Yeah, it's the middle of fall here in the United States. The weather is getting cooler and cooler.
So we're gonna talk about that later, as we're about to go into an onboard of the coordinate machine into the final corner, turn 16, and into the main straight, the longest straight portion of the entire circuit. But it's not really that long, as you now need to go into curva numero uno. And you can see here's a pretty interesting corner. You're gonna need to take a double apex approach into turn 2. And then into turn 3, immediately you have to go into a braking zone into the 75-meter boat into Confiteria. And then blasting yourself forward into turn 4, having to somewhat lift off a bit. And then into turn 5, and then Curvon numero 8, turn 6, despite the corner being listed as corner number 8 for some reason. And into a decently length back straight into turn 7. And then you get to go to the infield again, into the Entrada a los Mixtos. Into turn 8, and then you got the S section coming up. Unfortunately, corner is being blocked by Mekalulu. Turn 9, turn 10, and then turn 11, a pretty long left-hander, and then another long left-hander into Kion. And then a short blast into turn 13. There will be a very, very quick left-hander, and that is called Toboggan. And Toboggan, you almost have to go flat out there, and then into turn 14. And then into Curva de Parga, into turn 15, use the red curves as reference for your braking zone. And then flat out into the section, into the final corner. And that is a lap here in the Oscar Juan Gálvez circuit in Argentina.
First flying lap times are being set. 1:42.853 setting the pace, Corone. And then here come a few others. Lammy, Teammate, Doki Bird, 1:46, 1:49. And
LNL up in second place. Hikari Riria goes up into pole position, 141.474. That's a very, very good car though that Hikari Riria has. As Mo Shazret says, a 146. Forward only slightly fast, only just about faster, 144.062.
Power up to 5 with a 1:44.959. Snake Sanders up to 3, 1:43.286. As more drivers will soon be coming in. We'll follow along with Kyla, who had a slightly disappointing showing, I think, in Mandalika. Maybe her luck will turn around here. 148, 193.
Also, the elephant in the room, you can't allow me. 149, 244.
Yep.
This is a shocking.
146, ninth place for Subaru. A few more cars coming in. More
The local Italian goes
set.
into the pits.
46 for Iris.
And also, we got Makalulu still charging forward as one of the last drivers to set a representative lap time, I believe. And that will mean
141.399 for Corne. And the last couple drivers to try set times. 140.901 for Yukiana Lamy. His teammates set a time of fourth. And Ducky and Mint at the rear of the field.
Oh, this is pretty shocking, though, at least based on my optics. Anyways, we are coming into the final 4 minutes of qualifying. We are already seeing drivers patching themselves up, going to the pit. The local Italian being one of them. Aquazuri down in 10th place. Lamy now up into 2nd place. I feel like for odd races, Aquazuri might is currently like Aquazuri has been dominating in odd races, and on even races, we see Lamy dominate in the even races. That's what the pattern tells me right now. I mean, we saw that, right?
Ella up to 18th. Slight improvement. What time will Subaru set here?
The speed going into
to 11th. 145.899. Iris.
All right, we just want to remind you that Hikari Riria is now up in pole position, starting the first driver to go into the 130s. Doing a very good job herself into that pole position, 139.570. That will mean that she currently takes pole by 1.4 seconds. That shows you how good her car is at the moment in this circuit.
Teammate second, 148.26. And then here is Leah Khan. No improvement as far as I'm concerned. No improvement for Ducky.
As I am still chewing on my meal, just wanted to point out the consistent contenders though in the VGTC. Just wanted to remind you the world driver currently on top. Grave currently 7 in the standings, is in 6th. Corone, who was currently trying to fight back from these setbacks, is now currently trying to get herself into a pole position right now. Perry is still pretty good though, things considered, on a per circuit basis. The teammate currently running 8th place is also doing okay. Local Italian down in 17th. Aquazuri still in 11th. Valentino Ringo, the driver finished on the podium last time out, is currently in 9th place. So still a decent amount of parity currently in the field as we're about to come into the final minute.
BRT rep threatening to have my head if BRT Snake Sanders suddenly dies in the middle of the track again. A nice pork roast for dinner for everyone involved if Snake doesn't do well in this race.
Oh man, no. I would not want to smell a lot more lard than I've already been used to at this point. It's a very strong stench, and hopefully we're not gonna have that later on. But yeah, that's what Dak is currently hinging on for Sanders, who is currently in 5th place, under pressure of sorts to get into a position where he can finish outside the top 5. I think a top 5 will do nicely, right?
It's a good starting position. Final times are about to come in. Ray
And
Brower to third,
surprise!
140.84.
Maximum destruction to the drivers involved who are behind Grave as he now goes up into third. Great stuff from him. Aquazuri is going to try to complete her time, and we'll
Up to
see
7.
how it goes.
Up to
Ooh, very good
7.
stuff from the GTOs. Continuing to show Ella in 14th.
Oh, very good improvement there for Ella. Subaru, not much of a change. Iris, still waiting for 12 cars to be done with qualifying. Nope.
Nothing doing, and Mint continues to occupy at the back, nearly 10 seconds behind Hikari Riria. Nearly 9 seconds.
We'll just try to be happy to she's there. 138.291 for the Lady in Black.
Wait, as she goes into the pits? Are you kidding me? What is this? Darlington 1993, where Ayrton Senna just goes into the pits to get faster lap times?
I said, of course, are you so silly? And isn't Darlington also nicknamed the Lady in Black?
No, we're not talking about the Lady in Black. I mean the drivers literally using the pit lane to get faster lap times.
Yeah.
I mean, we had that in 1993 when Ayrton Senna did it.
And Lammy is driving an all-black car. Finishing the race and all would be great at this point. We'll just see how it is as we wait for all the cars to finish. And yes, okay, we're finished with qualifying at least, as we just need to do a recap of the qualifying times and congratulate Lammy on another pole. Yep, another pole.
All right, so we're going to review the field here before we're going to start the race here in Buenos Aires.
Yep.
Yukara Lamy starts on pole position yet again, as she did in Injespedium. With I don't think she started on the pole in Injespedium, but anyways, Hikari Riria starts second place. The football fan with teammate again having a decent qualifying session, now in third place here in Buenos Aires. Fourth place will be Grave Prower, going for that maximum destruction. Inugami Corne in fifth place on that Nissa, with Nick Sanders in sixth on that Dodge Viper GTSR, and Arcozuri, the first of the GTOs, in seventh, with Fairly followed with eighth, with the local Italian ninth, with Michelulu running out the top 10. Valentino Ringo will sit in 11th place with Rara Patera at 12. The Speed Subaru will be in 13th place with Ella in 14th. Pierce Brosnan 15th with Jira Chisaki 16th. Zia Akavira in 17th with Iris 18th. Laker and Liakon sitting on road 10 alongside Mo Shazret in 20th place. And we got Doki Bird in 21st with Mint Phantom rounding out the 22 car field. Again, it's Mint at the back. What's going on here?
Balancing, just trying to do my best with the balancing here. It was working fine at Barcelona, but apparently the track selection, I don't know how it is. We'll just see what happens. There's still plenty more races. Some cars may prove better on different tracks and worse on other tracks. We'll just see how it is here with Lammy at pole. At least here at Buenos Aires. All right, let's just get it over with here. Here come the 6 red lights, and round 4 here at Buenos Aires is a go.
Oh, and that is the car on the wall already. That is Fairly Fallwood having issues with the car at the start, as drivers honestly have been having a hard time doing. Also, we have Pierce Brosnan having some issues because drivers literally almost stationary as they're about to go off across the line. LNL finally gets that underway, trying to clear Fairly Fallwood, but I think Fairly Fallwood will be a early victim.
Well, it's a no-go for Fairly. What? Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, that was an awkward start for her.
Yep, suspension issue.
Yeah. And the green light was on, and yeah, Is it even starting? Yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. This is how it started, and yeah, and yeah.
During a suspension failure.
Well, that was an race that took place for Bailey.
Well,
So
that's essentially race over for her, as the driver also have been pretty what we call it pretty cautious there, as Carrera though continues to maintain the lead over Yukana Lamy, but not for long though, as Lamy now peels down the inside, but Carrera does have the better acceleration though into essentially turn 7, so into the infield section of the circuit. Carrera still maintains the lead. Iris has overtaken Kyle Kowalski. Team is still in third. Coordinate 4th, Prower 5th, Sanders 6th, Michalulu 7th, Akwazuri 8th, Rana Patera 9th, and Rana Patera rolls out of top 10.
and that's a pit lane for Bailey. So that's the first casualty of this race already. So for once, Mint will not finish dead last in the race.
She didn't. Oh, never mind. She didn't. But we will see. But it looks like Fairly Follow will not get out of. Will not get out of the track. Oh yeah, she didn't finish last. In the 2 races that we had before Mandalika, the 246 and Inja.
Oh
where,
no, Subaru dropped.
Oh no! Dear. There goes the speed. That is the car out. We'll see what happened there. Oh, rubbing doors. Now we'll see what happened though. We will need to see the outboard cams first. Outboard cams.
Onboard cams? Onboard?
No, out. I said, yeah, outboard. Trackside.
Trackside?
All right.
Okay.
So you can see here, Sheldon was already ahead of the corner. Sheldon tries to give him enough gap there, but that is the speed losing control. And as you can see here, once again, Sheldon sticks around the inside, but apparently the grip just breaks onto the speed and hits Sheldon Reza for good measure. But I think there's no issues though, because Sheldon was ahead of the corner, so that was his corner. So the speed has to back off if he wanted to stay ahead. But unfortunately, that's just how it is though. But at least we have the speed back into the race though. But that will also mean that Mint, just to remind you where Mint is right now.
16th. What a big takedown by Maud against Subaru, but yet down but not out.
Not yet. Also, you can refer to Mo Shazan Reza as just Mo if you want. I'm pretty much okay with that.
Okay.
We've heard him. So, right now, the local Italian against Rara Patera.
Lambo against Ferrari, and Ferrari trying to go ahead of the Lambo. Watch out for the Dodge as well.
The Dodge already going down the inside against Rara. That's a very sick move there to move a position there for Valentino Ringo, who has had a bit of a high though at Mandalika with that podium.
I'm seeing in the chat someone must have put sugar in Bailey's tank. Oh my, that's a sugar crash if I've ever seen one. Oh my.
I've seen their Waltrip stories of their Waltrip allegedly sabotaging other cars in the 80s. That hasn't been proven to be true, but what a story that is if it's true for Fairly Follow It.
Currently fastest lap is teammate 142.456. Battle between Snake and Cornet. Oh, gotta watch out for my head. I'm sure
Snake Sanders.
I'm sure I'm gonna taste really delicious for everyone if Snake doesn't do well.
But right now, Snake Sanders is doing okay at the moment for 6th place. that would still mean 21 points, and that will essentially match his result in Indispedium, if that makes any sense. But, and also, I do want to point out that he can jump as high as 10th place if he can stay there, Nick Sanders. But right now we will see if he can just keep it on the track.
Two Ferraris against each other, and it looks like it's gonna be the Italian up ahead of Aqua. Meanwhile, the racing here is actually closer towards the top than in some previous rounds. I mean, it's like 1 something seconds, but still.
Oh, I saw.
Oh.
Kanalami going down into the pits.
Okay. Well, pit stop right there, and that's how you set a fastest lap, apparently, as Coronel also makes her way in, and the local Italian likewise. Early pit stops to take a drink of Powerade or a potent potable of Lammy's Choice, restore some tires, refuel the vehicle of choice, take another sip of Powerade or a potent potable of Lammy's Choice,
and get back out on the track after you've been given the clearance by the pit crew. And right now, nothing is coming out of these two cars just yet. As Hikaru though is currently leading this race over the teammate. Great power on car number 3 is in P3 right now. And speaking of which, we are just going to see the rest of the field though. Lamy is going to lose more positions, but they are now finally out. Lamy is now 12 seconds behind Min Phantom. Coronet is now losing way more positions, and now Mo Shazred is getting pretty close though to Coronet, but it has now finally opened up as he now gets to be under pressure from Doki Bird and the speed.
See now everyone's favorite driver that is certainly trying her the best she could. See how she's doing 14th at the moment. Little over a third of the way through the race, as Hikari will have completed 5 laps now. That last lap for Hikari was 143.593. Fastest lap is Cornet with a 139.980.
As we are still going to see how the field punches. Oh, there's a bit of iffy moment for that Toyota as they're now going to go side by side into the hairpin corner, which is at turn 3. And right now you see though how these drivers go at it though. Zia now trying to dice her way against the corner machine, and she does manage to stay ahead.
Seeing some close battles between some of these drivers. Oh, look at teammate go. Just got as close as 0.3 behind Hikari. The pink car against the Awadubi car.
Oh, I just want to remind you that Snake Sanders is now up into 4th place. Don't count your chickens just yet. We'll see where he finishes though. But if he does finish where he is right now, Dag will be spared from being turned into breakfast.
Yeah, I will be spared from being served at a festive asado here at Buenos Aires.
But anyways, we do want to point out that the team is getting very close though to Hikari Riria on the top spot right now. Holy goodness, my hands are burning from the ramen. I'm eating ramen with my hands. But anyways, we are still seeing some more potential battles there. Jira Chisaki though against Rara Pantera. This is another battle that's heating up other than my hands. As Jira now tries to see if she can line up a move against Raura, but the gap's just too big. But I want to point out though, in the top 3, they are getting very close. Just a second separating between two. local Italian goes into the pits.
Yeah, a few drivers just taking routine services.
But this will mean one thing though. Championship outlook will remain unchanged as it stands, but I think it will still be in Aqua Azuri's favor as Azuri is now up into 6th place. Lamy is in 14th.
Ah, man, some spicy noodles would have hit the spot right now. A nice bowl of a Shin ramen black with a slice of cheese and egg. Oh, good. Golly gee willikers, that would sound good right now.
Yeah, best thing, but we'll talk about that later. Aqua Azuri though is trying to get herself close though to Mekalulu. I also just wanted to point out.
Look at the inside of Aqua's car for a bit. I think we always, I think we've already seen what the inside of a Ferrari 288 double X is. So who may we
we'll see who can rotate.
Teammate.
Driving the Aston.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna be off for a while just to get some dishes washed, so you can please give me a minute.
Take your time. I'm gonna try to provide some commentary, try to fill in some dead time here. Ray Prower, not too far behind teammates in Hikari. Everyone just trying to drive clean. So far, we've only had just the one casualty in Bailey Fallwood at the very start, due to too much of a sugar high. Local Italian again going into pit lane? What the actual... is his Daki of Nyaru not fluffy enough? Might the local Italian be subject to the previous race winner's curse? It certainly seems like it. He's down to 21st. Outside of the points.
Back. Now I'm feeling the aftertaste.
How delicious were the noodles?
Spicy with a bit of cheese. My lips
Nice.
and tongue are kind of burning right now, so I'm gonna have to still try to hang on. As does teammate against Great Prower though. The Great Prower gets himself into 2nd place. He doesn't hang on there.
Wow. Brave channeling his inner Dale. Hikari?
Yeah, so Great Prower is doing it for Dale, and he is absolutely ripping it on the track. But we'll see how good he is relative to Hikari Riria.
Yeah. Yeah. While you're away for a bit, local Italian had to take another stop at pit lane. Probably her Daki of Naruchu was not fluffy enough.
And also, you saw the car locking up, so I think there might be some issues with the handling characteristics.
Yeah.
So the local Italian is currently down in 21st.
Yeah.
Mo Shazred also down in the final points position, so that's not going to help him either. But anyways, Aqua Zuri is going to see if she can peak something against Mekalulu, but there's nothing so far, as now she is under pressure from Ringo.
Ooh, careful there. A big side-by-side battle. We've seen quite a lot of battling between these two at Mandalika, I think.
Yeah, they were dicing it though. Aqua Zuri and Valentino Ringo, they're now coming back for more, coming back for seconds. After what we have seen in
another
Mandalika.
pit stop for the local Italian. Oh man, he wants to experience what the previous race winner's curse is like. Oh man, what is going on? The local Italian, I don't know how many laps down he's in. I don't think he's lapped at the moment, but maybe in a lap or 2 more, we'll start to see some cars being lapped.
I believe he is already. I just wanted to double check right now what the positions of the. Yeah, I believe the local Italian has already been lapped.
Oh, that is quite awkward to see. Yeah, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Yeah,
But,
we're
right
always
now-
seeing some strong cars, some heavyweight hitters just not do so hot. Like, for example, Lammy not getting a good result in round 1 at
the Tokyo 246.
Tokyo, and local Italian winner at Mandalika, currently ranked 21st.
Also, I just wanted to point out, though, that unfortunately the even and odd performances are not going to apply at this race here in Buenos Aires, with, of course, Lamy down in 14th place. And great power goes into the lead. Hikari Riri has made a mistake somewhere. We saw dust kicking up, and that will put Great Power channeling his Intimidator powers to force Hikari Riri to make a mistake, and that sends Great Power in the lead.
Oh man, what a lucky situation for Grave. What's on with Hikari?
So you can see here, Hikari Riri made her way into the final set of corners there, and yeah, she's made a mistake. She absolutely overcooked the parts of the infield, specifically in the toboggan corner.
Touched too much grass.
No, she took too much grass as a result of her taking too much speed into toboggan. So that is why you saw Hikari Riri go off the track like that. And Great Power has the lead. This is a great chance for him to absolutely secure a great win for him in the VGTC.
Hikari running over that 100-meter sign. Rest in peace, 100-meter sign. F's in the chat for that 100-meter sign. May its sacrifice never be in vain. Anyway, just a teeny ticker, just resetting positions. Okay, it looks right now. Brave leading by a little over 3 seconds.
All right. So just want to point here that Yukon Alami has just overtaken Min Phantom for. Yeah. All right. Just give me a minute.
Take your time. Just pointing out what's going on here. Aqua and Ringo again at it against each other, with Mekalulu being an obstacle for these two. Back and forth, Aqua and Valentino. Ringo go.
And speaking of which, I'm back as Ringo now goes up into 6th place, though, already dicing against Akozuri. I think Akozuri should maintain her championship lead, given that Great Power is about, 80 points behind. So even if he does win and Akozuri does not score points, which I think is very unlikely. Also, Adak has gone ahead of the speed. I just noticed. And also you can allow me now over Brosnan. Or Brosnan.
Yeah, over Lamy.
Over Lamy.
Yeah, but they're very close. They're very close, at least.
All right.
A little under 3 laps left here in Buenos Aires. Autódromo Oscar E. Juan Gálvez, the number 6 layout. The one that is not sus.
Oh no, when the track is sus. I can see why I can understand though why for one you wouldn't want to decide to use like the circuit numero 2 or circuit numero
Local Italian having a gran momento numero 2, yet another pit stop for him.
Actually, gran momento numero 3 actually, because he's had a 3rd pit stop.
Maybe numero cuatro or
Quattro.
numero cinco, because, yeah, basically stopping at pit lane every lap. That's just not
At least
looking
4 times.
good
At
for
least
him.
I think this is at least it's 4th time. Anyway, Zia Kavira is in 4th place, currently in 14th place.
14th, yes.
Already making his way against Mint. Mint hanging out in this top 15 feels like a win, honestly. But she's had better races actually, because she finished 13th in a highly attritional Tokyo 246 race we've
Yeah.
had a week or two ago.
2 laps to go. Grave still leading. Being pressured, though, by Maud.
By Mo. But I
Mo?
think
Mo,
Mo is gonna
okay.
be pretty cautious on this one. Is probably going to let Grave through, no problem. As you can see here, no issues for Grave. Game respects game.
Yes, following along with whatever blue flag rules are applying here. Very sportive of Mo to let Grave battle legitimately for the win, as we're seeing yet another battle between Aqua and Valentino Ringo. This time, Aqua has the upper hand over Ringo.
We only have like 1.5 laps to go.
Yeah.
Before we properly conclude this race. And it looks to me that Aqua Zuri, based on provisional points, given that she will be finishing 6th, that will be... give me a second. Given that she will be finishing 6th, that will be a very good session for her. Lamy will probably won't be staying in 13th for long, so we probably need to pay attention to that as the final lap is about to start.
Here comes the race leader, Grave Prower. For once, a race in which someone does not have the upper hand for the entirety of the race. We're seeing actually a close fighting going on here. Last lap does begin. Grave trying to go past the Doki car. Chevy goes past the Ford. Okay.
All right. So we are. I'm just going to give you another bit of an update, though. As it stands right now, Aqua Zuri will maintain a solid grasp in the lead of the standings at 152 points after 4 races. That just shows you how good of a season she's had at the moment, especially compared to the local Italian, who is fumbling actually. So we will see some huge swings in the championship, but Aqua Zuri will be the only constant. But as for Grave, he's done an amazing job there.
Doing a good job in the Chevy Camaro. He is about to dig the graves of his opponents, well, at least for this round. Just doing a good job, getting lucky to take the lead away from Hikari after she made that crazy mistake. Where did the Grave start? 4th, and he is just a few turns left. A few turns left until he gets the dub.
Anyways, he chases storms. He praises Dale. Loves maximum destruction on the monster trucks. And basically is just an upstanding person around. Grave, take a bow to him.
And he is a VGTC race winner. Congrats to Grave Prower. You're a winner here at Buenos Aires.
And the Storms have now, and he has now won with the Storm. Hikari is a bit bummed to get 2nd place, but the Tokyo Verde fans should be taking this result nonetheless. Teammate gets 3rd, and more importantly, Dag, you're going to be spared from being turned into dinner, as Snake Sanders gets a good result, actually getting his best ever result, actually, in this season's VTDC.
Yeah, top 5 finish. 4th place for Snake Sanders. Mekalulu 5th, Aqua Zuri 6th, and Ringo 7th. Few drivers left to complete here. Looks like Mint will get on the points. Local Italian will get cursed. Bailey Fallwood just happy to be here.
As we're going to see the remaining drivers get it done. Iris and Kyle Kowalski, their battles are not done yet. Kyla currently chasing Iris for that final spot, but right now there's still pretty much nothing separating between the two. Pierce Brosnan, Zia Kavira still on their own charge with oh, that's a bit of a dicey battle there. Lamy still stuck in 15. Min Phantom will just be happy to take 16th place, but this battle will be done. Oh, coordinate final lap pass on Zia Kavira.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, Mint is gonna finish here. As I start to type the first few names. And that is the end of the race for Mint. She is gonna finish in the points in 16th. But here's your winner in the Gooba Wrench car.
Awesome.
Well, it says good wrench, but the Gooba Wrench car. Ray Prower, fan of the now retired Gagura, and race winner here at Buenos Aires. A nice 50 for him. As we have a look at the final results of this race, Adak.
Alright, so before I will also log out after I log out of the results. Great power, congratulations for him. Maximum domination and destruction for the Dale Earnhardt fan as he finishes this race at Buenos Aires with a win. Dale will be so proud of him. Great power with this win over Hikari Riria in second. Bummed to miss out on the win just barely. The teammate finishes third with Nick Sanders fourth. Mekalulu fifth with Aqua Zuri sixth. Valentina Ringo in 7th with Rara Pantera 8th, Jira Jisaki 9th, and Iris running out the top 10. And then 11th place Kyla Kowalska with Pierce Brosnan 12th, Inagami Korene 13th, Zia Kavira in 14th, Yuka Nalami 15th, Min Phantom in 16th, Laker and Leon Khan in 17th, Doki Bird 18th, Oshazre in 19th. The speed finishes 20th, okay-ish. But also looking into the rest of the field, the local Italian having a mare of a race with multiple pit stops. He finishes in 11th with Fairly Fallwood, last place while not even making the proper start of this race. Now I'll be off to do some some preparations for the next stream and all for something else and all that stuff. So thanks for having me here in Comstag.
Thanks again for your commentary. See ya, Adak.
All right.
Thanks again to Adak for his commentary as he gets ready for his stream coming up. Very early Saturday morning US time, Saturday evening his time, as we have a look at the points here. The fastest laps here. For everyone, Corone, fastest lap 139.980. I mark the points as they stand, so all different results here for most everyone. So Lammy with pole getting the bonus points, so 7 points for Lammy and 4 points for Italian, and Subaru finishing with a solitary point. And Cornet, fastest lap, so 9 points for her. And there's the remaining times here. As we have a look at the points standings, ignore what's written here. Actually, don't ignore what's written here, as that's from round 2. Actually, go ahead and ignore what's written there, because they're slightly a bit off. Only slightly. Well, guess what? No change to the top 3. But 4 and 5 have changed, for sure. 152 for Aqua Azzurri. Valentino Ringo 113, 108 for the local Italian. So Aqua has a 39-point lead. Local Italian trailing Ringo by 5 points. Brave now has 101. Ray Prower, winner here at Buenos Aires, and teammates with 81 points. That is your top 5 as it currently stands after 4 rounds. So, a couple lessons to learn. What did we learn for today? Don't mess with the car with rice shower sign far eyes. Yeah, I suppose. And what else did we learn? Touching grass is not quite great. And it certainly cost Hikari a win there, but still finishes second. Anyway, next couple rounds will take place at Mexico City and Sebring. That's coming up this Sunday, actually. That's why I'm streaming tonight and not tomorrow morning, because I got errands to run. Mexico City and Sebring, rounds 5 and 6 on the VTRP YouTube and VGT and VTL SciTube. Will we have better results for Mitts? Wait and see what happens. I'm going to go enjoy dinner and also enjoy some college football tomorrow. And you have a great Saturday, why don't you? Alright, that'll be all for now. And thanks to Adak for his commentary. Thank you for watching, and have a great Saturday. See you again on Sunday morning for more VGTC 2025 action. Bye for now. Otodag.